Okay, so today we are going to use Dreamweaver to create some simple website. First of all, we talk about by using Dreamweaver, we can create HTML documents, CSS, JavaScript, SVG, PHP, XML, and so on, those formatted. And then on the middle part, you can see there is the current one I just created last week, and there are some templates. So what I'm going to do is create a new document. If you have this welcome window, you can just come to create new HTML documents, or you can open something we used last week. So for me, I'm going to, because some student missing the class, I'm going to start from last week, the DW02 lessons. So like we all said, the first and homepage for the website is always called index.html. Oh, this one probably I remove it. Okay, let me close that. I want to define the site. I want to manage site. Let me create a local folder, which is a local site to have all the stuff inside. So I'm going to name this folder.
So go to Dreamweaver.
You don't have to follow me now because I'm doing the recording. Okay. So after this, November 2016, and I'm going to put the stuff I need, which is on the handout. It is on the week 3 DW02 license. I'm going to copy those in, edit, copy. So I'm creating my local site. After I've done that, I'm going to site, manage site. That's the one I created last week. I'm going to just define that. I just using the pencil. So when you define the new site or manage site, you need a site name. You can call this site name any name you want. And the local site folder, that's very important. You need to tell Dreamweaver which one you want it. So for me, right now, I'm putting on the desktop. Going to choose this November-2016. Say OK. And if you have a server, that's where you need it. You can add a server, give a server name, which you can do any name you want. For instance, I do the beat and I use FTP, and you can have the FTP address, which I believe I listed on the handout as well, so you can copy from there. We see the handout. Is the week 4 handout. Let's see the week 3. Manage site in Dreamweaver. Okay, it is in week 3. So that's the FTP address here. So I'm copy here, FTP address, and the username. Instead of summer 2016, you change to fall 2016, and the password is the same. and then we're going to do a test. Yeah, that's Dreamweaver tells you access the server, and you say C, OK, done. And then on the files on Dreamweaver on here, which if you don't have it, you can go to Windows. It's underneath here. You need to open these files. From files, you can see which the root folder is and what's contained in the root folder. In root folder, we have the index.html, style.css, which I created already. So this one is the one we are going to open. Just double click it. Okay, that's the one we did last week. So what I'm going to do is adding the text. So some of the text I believe is here. Which we did last week. Apple A, select all, Apple C, copy it, and Apple B, paste it. Or you can do this, edit, paste the special, choose text only, because I don't want to bring any code from the Word document. Meanwhile, I set up this in the simple text, so there is no format. Still, I want a text only. And then I'm going to add a paragraph myself. I put my cursor on of course. I hit enter. That's adding the paragraph. If you look at the code view here, so you will see that is a P. The lowercase p stands for paragraph, okay? That is adding paragraph. And behind the beat, I'm going to add a break. How to add a break is a shift return. Look, they add a soft break. Instead of a big gap, they add a small gap here. So I'm going to add one more shift return for the break BR, okay? In the code view. In Dreamweaver, you can have a 4 views. Code view is what cooking in the kitchen. Split view is what cooking in the kitchen on the left, and then also you can see what is going to be on the table. And the design view is showing you what is going to be on the table. And there is another one called a live view, which is what is going to look like on the server, on the website. So the code view we normally set up on the split view. I'm going to put this, and make sure you set up on the design view instead of live view, because if you put on the live view, look, you couldn't do anything. All right, so you have to set up on the design view. So put it here and hit enter. So there is a one we set up, is set preview in browser, which is option F12. So we're going to save it. It said, do you want to save it? We say, okay, then we save it. That's the shortcut key option F12 to see what it's going to look like. So we don't need this sidebar. I'm going to delete this. So it's going to look like that. So option F12, okay. And then I'm going to add some images. But before we do that, I'm going to click the page properties. Remember, that's where we can change the font size. So for the font size right now, the setup is a Lucida size. So we can change to something else if you like. I like the basket wheel, I change it. And the text color, instead of this black, I want some dark gray. I can change that. And the background color, I want slightly like, okay. And you click apply. and see all those changes here. And then I click the appearance HTML. I can set up the text color. I can set up the link color, which I don't want my link to be blue, so I want this to be red. And I can set up visit active link to be dark red, and the visit link to be a little bit dark green. And the same thing here. Always underline. I said never underlined. And I set up a heading to the 18 and set a color to be blue, heading 2 to be 14, color is like a greenish. Okay. Title encoding, that's where you can change your homepage name. So what I'm going to do is just right now it has the name, so I will say just organic beet, organic vegetable homepage, and the encoding is Unicode UTF-8, and we say apply. Okay, so the heading is changed to a little smaller, so I will pump up a little bit. I say apply. Okay, this changed to a little bigger. I said okay. If I want to add a link, for instance, I'm going to go to the Google and check vegetable website. Going to get a random website. Okay, this one. Then I'm going to copy the URL from here, Apple C. So I'm going to select this vegetable world, and I put on the property, when you select this text, you put a link and put it here. Make sure you have HTTP //www. Okay. Then we set this. So right now you can see here, instead of having that blue link, we have this link color which we like. So I can change this color. I can click that and goes to link color. I can go to really red, and the size I can go to 24. Looks really big, so I change to 16. Okay, that's better. Roll over. I want this to be blue when I roll over, and active link to be kind of like this color. Okay, so when I do the preview in browser, which is option F12, I save it. So when you roll over, that color change, and when I click, is bring us to the website, bring us to this website. That is how we change the text color and the hyperlink. Appearance, text color, we can change from here. Okay. And now we are going to add some images. I click enter. So look, everything we added here, which is by using Dreamweaver is adding on the code wheel is a style type text/CSS. Those are called cascading style sheets. Okay, so I'm adding the images, insert. There are several ways to insert images. I'm going here. I'm click this bit, and then I need because last time when we said images, when you select the image, there are several ways to insert images. One way is go to image, insert image. Another way is on your local site, you can drag this image to here. Let me delete that. And you can drag this image to your site. Okay, and also you can click this folder and open the folder. You can choose from here. And when you have images, look in here, there's IMG stands for images and SRC equals to source. And they'll give you where is this image located. Is it located in the root folder? Underneath root folder has the one called images, and that's the extension for this image. This image is a JPEG, and the width is 175. Remember, everything on the website is pixel, PX. And alt, we need some alternative text. So I will put a bit here, okay? And after this, I say, I need this image to be, when I click, they need to link into some certain images. What I can do is I can click this folder and it goes to the, right now it's still inside my remote drive, so I'm going there, click that, which is in week 3, 03 lessons, images. Okay, when I click that, I want showing the big image. I say open. Look, originally in the old Dreamweaver, you don't have this function, but right now it's wonderful because remember we set up root folder on my computer, and those images, everything I copied on my computer on the root folder. But this image I'm going to link to is not in my root folder. So Dreamweaver is give you a warning, hey, this image is outside the root folder. You need to put and copy this file inside. Always say yes, okay? And then you find your root folder, click images and say save. That is good. If you don't see that code on the code wheel, you will see is a file semicolon // that means it is wrong. When you transfer everything on the server, this file is not going to be transferred because it's in another folder on your other drive, and it's going to show up a very broken image. So when you click here and when you click this image, it's going to show up this image. So I want this to be on a blank page. Okay, so let's see how this look. Option F12 and save this. So when I click a big image here, but it's open another image. It didn't, my first website is still stay there. It's opened another image, which is wonderful, which what I need. And I click enter. So I'm going to put another image here, which I go to insert, image, desktop, here on the 2014, week 3, image, we did that, and I'm going to do the eggplant, and say yes. We need to save this image into our folder. CC, and I'm going to link this. Click that and see. Okay, eggplant large. Okay, yes, this needs to be saved. I find that that's very tedious. Okay, then I feel like I want to copy everything, all the images I need into my root folder. Open your root folder and go to the images and go to the week 3 images and copy the images here. Edit, copy, put, paste 4 items here. Great. Now I'm going to refresh on my files. Look, all the images are here. Wonderful. Going to click enter. I'm going to do this Belgian chocolate. Just a drag from here to here on your page. That's another way. And on the link, I'm going to click that and access the Belgian chocolate large, which I set it up already. Oh, we have this. Okay, click that. So I'm going to my desktop, November 2016 images and Belgian chocolate large. Okay, and target blank. So we need to set alt chocolate. Okay. And this I need to set up eggplant. Okay. And enter. I'm going to insert another image, which is this cucumber. Okay, put it here. And from here, I'm using this little point. I'm going to see when you click, you need to bring this large and set up into blank. Okay. So if by any reason you need to chop some image, you can select the image and click this chop. See, I want to get rid of some of the cucumbers. Okay, just double click it. So don't just drag on your website. If you need a chop from here. If you need other editing, you can click this PS and bring this image into the Photoshop. Look, if I click the PS, it's open my Photoshop. It's editing from the Photoshop. Okay, now I'm just doing something extreme. I want to get a hue and saturation. I want to make this cucumber a little bit desaturated. So I said okay. And I say save. Okay. Look, on Dreamweaver it's automatically changed, which is wonderful. Like Photoshop and Dreamweaver, they talk to each other. So I'm the option F12, save first. Okay, you got this, and when you click each one, look, this eggplant, I forgot to see when the target is equals to blank. So this image is replace the web page we set up already. So I have to go to back, which is no good. So if we have this, look on the tab, we have original web page and we have this opened web page. We can just simple click that, close that. Okay, now I need to fix this. Okay, select this eggplant and go to target and set up to blank. And we save it. So the next page we are going to do is called just a simple web page called event. I'm going to do the file, save as. Remember, when you name your website, you have to using all the lowercase and no space in between. Don't mix the capital letter and the lowercase, and so you say save. And I'm going to get rid of everything here. So I'm going to go to the which I asked you guys to download on week 4, I believe. Oh, that's CS241, week 4, week 4, event. Okay, so I'm going to select that. I will see from the Word document, bring to Dreamweaver. I'm going to say paste the special, text only. Okay, so I'm going to Apple A, select that because right now it's a heading 1. I don't need it, I need a paragraph. And I notice my paragraph size is too small, so I'm going to click that and change the size from small to medium, apply, okay. So I'm going to, there is one called the contact info. I'm going to select that, select the contact info, Apple C, select this, and it goes to link. I'm going to set this to mail to, column, target, blank. So this way, when we click that, option F12, save this, it's going to open either Outlook or open some other. If you have Outlook set up, it's going to open Outlook, and this the email address is going to appear here, and you start typing your email and going to send to the contact info, send to this email address. Okay, so later on we are going to add more stuff on these 2 pages and link them together. So right now let's try the first step first.